I shouldn't have opened the door. But when you hear your own voice begging to be let inside at 3 a.m., what would you do?
Please let me in. You don't understand, it's right behind me.
That was the problem. The voice sounded exactly like mine. Same rasp, same fear. But I was already inside. Alone, or at least, I thought I was.
You have to open the door, it's wearing my face now.
My heart pounded so hard I could feel it in my teeth. The knocking turned to scratching. Then, silence.
He's lying.
The whisper came from behind me, inside the house.
That thing out there, it's not him, but I am.
The air turned thick, the lights flickered, and in the dark I saw her, standing inches from my face.
You should have checked the basement first.
The knocking started again. Louder, faster, and this time, it wasn't just at the door.
Let us in.
The voice came from the window, then the walls, then inside my head.
Too late, it's already here.
The floorboards creaked under something heavy, something that wasn't there before.
We've been waiting for you.
The temperature dropped, my breath fogged in front of me, and then I saw them. All of them, standing in the dark, smiling.
Now you're one of us.
The door burst open, the thing wearing my face stepped inside, and for the first time, I understood.
There's no way out.
The lights went out, the whispers grew louder, and then
It's your turn to knock.
my hands moved on their own. Toward the door, toward the next house, toward the next victim.
Let me in.
And somewhere, in the dark, another door creaked open.
Who's there?
A man's voice, nervous, just like mine had been.
Don't answer him.
The whisper slithered into my ear, but it wasn't mine anymore. It was theirs. The things behind me, the things inside me.
I can help you.
The lie came out smooth, convincing, just like it had sounded when it first spoke to me.
Help me with what?
The door opened wider. A sliver of light cut through the dark, and there he was. Just a man, just like I'd been.
He's perfect.
The words weren't mine, but my mouth moved anyway.
There's something outside, it's wearing my face.
The man's eyes widened, just like mine had.
What the hell are you talking about?
Behind him, the hallway stretched long, too long. Shadows pooled where they shouldn't. Something moved in the corner.
He sees it now.
The man's breath hitched. His hands shook.
What's behind you?
I didn't have to look, I already knew.
You let me in, now they're here too.
The lights flickered. The air turned thick. And then,
Knock, knock.
the sound didn't come from the door. It came from inside his house. From the walls, from the ceiling.
No?
His voice cracked, just like mine had.
It's too late.
The darkness behind him shifted, stretched, smiled.
Now you're one of us.
The man screamed, the doors slammed shut, and then silence.
Who's next?
The whispers answered. The night stretched on, and somewhere, another door creaked open.
Where is everyone?
My reflection stared back, but its mouth didn't move with mine.
We never laughed.
The glass fogged over, shapes moved behind it, dozens of faces pressed against the other side, all mine, all screaming.
You were the first.
The mirror cracked. A hand shot out, grabbed my wrist, cold, familiar.
Now you're home.
The glass shattered, the darkness swallowed me whole, and as the last shard hit the floor, the knocking started again. I wasn't supposed to open the door, but when I heard my dead wife's voice whispering through the keyhole, I couldn't help myself.
Sarah?
Let me in, baby. It's so cold out here.
The voice was hers, The words were hers, but Sarah had been buried 6 feet under for 3 years.
This isn't real. You're not real.
You left me alone in the dark. Don't you miss me?
The doorknob twisted on its own, slowly, like something was testing it.
Go away.
Open the door and I'll show you what hell looks like.
The wood creaked. The lock clicked. And then, silence.
Sarah,
No answer, just the sound of something dragging itself up the stairs.
oh God.
The footsteps stopped right outside the door. Then, a single wet knock.
Home.
The door burst open.
What the hell?
Whispering from behind him. I missed you.
He spun around. There she was, pale, smiling. Her eyes were black pits.
You're dead.
And you're next.
She lunged. He stumbled back, crashing into the table. A lamp shattered. The room plunged into darkness.
Get away from me.
Too late, you already let me in.
Cold fingers wrapped around his ankle. He kicked, scrambled backward. His hand hit something wet.
Oh God, what is that?
The floor was sticky. The stench was worse now, like something had been rotting under the house for years.
You never checked the basement, did you?
His blood turned to ice.
What's in the basement?
The others. The ones who tried to run.
A creak from below. Then another, like something heavy was being dragged up the stairs.
No, 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 no.
They want to meet you too.
The basement door groaned open.
There's nothing down there. There can't be.
You always were a bad liar.
A wet slapping sound echoed from the stairs. Something was climbing, slowly, deliberately.
No,
Then he saw it. A hand. Bone-white fingers gripping the stair rail. The nails were black. Broken.
Rossby from the darkness.
A second voice. Male, gurgling, like the throat was full of mud.
who are you?
You don't recognize your own brother?
The figure lurched into the dim light. Matt! Missing for 5 years. His jaw hung loose, skin peeling like old wallpaper.
You said you'd come back for me. You promised.
I couldn't find you.
Squame.
The thing that was Matt lunged. Rotting teeth snapped an inch from his face.
Ding song. Now you'll stay with us forever.
Another creak from the basement. More hands. More voices. All familiar. All wrong.
No, no,
The walls began to bleed.
this isn't happening.
Fucking, oh, but it is. And it's all your fault.
The hands from the basement kept coming. Dozens of them now, pale and rotting, clawing at the floorboards. The voices overlapped. Whispers, screams, sobs. All people he'd failed. All people he'd left behind.
You let me drown.
New voice, childlike. Daddy, why didn't you save me?
His stomach dropped. That voice. His daughter. The accident. The car sinking into the lake. His fingers slipping from hers.
I tried.
My laughing wasn't enough.
The walls pulsed. The ceiling sagged. The house itself was breathing, groaning under the weight of its own corruption.
You don't get to run this time.
The hands grabbed his legs, his arms, his throat. Cold, unrelenting, they dragged him toward the basement stairs.
No, please.
Welcome home.
The darkness swallowed him whole.
Distant, fading. Forever is longer than you think.
Above, in the empty house, the walls stopped bleeding. The silence returned. And somewhere, in another town, another man heard a knock at his door. A voice he remembered. A voice he'd buried.
New voice. Through a new door.
The cycle never really ends. It just finds fresh meat.